Welcome back to a new week of Sports Inc. This week, practices started, and we'll talk about football next week. This week, we'll talk about soccer and volleyball. Leading off volleyball, Mark, you went to go see JCA, the second place in state last year. Talk a little about them this year.
Yeah, the Angels are really going to be tough again this year. They lost some key players, including Voyager Media Player of the Year, Laney Wyman from last year. But they are bringing back four key players this year, three seniors and a junior. And three of those players are already committed to college, including the junior Morgan Reardon, who actually decided to commit early to Loyola. So they're really going to be a solid team this year. However, they're not at the top of our rankings this year. They're starting the preseason number 2 behind Lyle Bennett Academy.
Yes, Bennett Academy is our new pickup this year. We're covering them this year. And they're actually loaded in some sports. In volleyball, they're perennial power, just like JCA. They're in 4A. I'm sure those two teams will be playing each other this year, so we'll get to do some debating later this year who's actually the better team. We'll see on the court, too. And then not only are they up there in volleyball, but they're also up there in soccer. And Mark, right, number one soccer?
Yeah, they're going to be a tough team again this year. They have a tough defense coming back. From what Coach says, one of the best goalkeepers in the area is going to be back again for his second year, and he's only a junior, and he's going to be around for his second year. Defense is going to be great. If they can find the goal scoring, they're going to be a really tough team. And we'll see right off the bat with our number 1 and number 2 because they played Downers North right early in the season.
And we were debating about that actually yesterday about who should be number 1. You said Downers North. I kind of went towards Bennett based on the fact that Downers North lost a lot of guys last year. Bennett beat him 3-0 last year as well, even though Downers North got a little bit more publicity and had a better record overall. So that's going to be a great game. I believe it's Tuesday, the 22nd, so I believe it's just a little over a week away. It's going to be a big game this year. Downers North, they lose a lot of guys. They're just they're in the same situation as Bennett is. Defensively, they're strong. Offensively, they lost Paul Hogan from last year. He was a huge goal scorer for them. I think he set the record for their team. So they lose a lot of guys too. It should be a fun battle between those two, and we'll see who's number 1 pretty quickly.
It'll be a tough fun battle next week too, as you and I square off again to talk about football. Not only are we going to be debating teams, we're going to be debating our top players, preseason, our top offensive, defensive players, some of our breakout players, some special teams, or some special guys to watch on the football field this year. So until then, keep watching.